family and the poor farmhouse we had. There in my home, we had no sophistication. We had no Happy New Year, everybody. Today we celebrate, and there's reason for us to celebrate because we are alive. We have to give thanks to God for bringing us into 2025. But as we celebrate, I think we should also reflect and ask ourselves, what are we celebrating? As Nigerians, what do we really celebrate today besides the fact that we are alive, and we thank God for that? As we celebrate, are we taking a moment to think of our fellow Nigerians besides the millions, hundreds of millions of Nigerians who are starving? Do we think about tens and hundreds, if not thousands, of Nigerians whose freedoms are denied? To mention a few, Nnamdi Kanu remains in jail 3 years after being locked up on trumped-up charges. We celebrated the release of Dele Farotimi last week. But is Dele Farotimi really free? How free is a man who was locked up for the wrong reasons in the first place and then given bail? Bail for what? Dele Farotimi deserves his freedom unequivocally, and he needs to speak every truth he knows about the atrocities being committed in our country. Tonight I think of my home, the home where I was born. And what about the hunger? How about the millions, hundreds of millions of Nigerians who are starving in this season of holidays? Christmas, New Year. People can't afford 2 meals a day, not to talk of 3 square meals a day. We continue to celebrate. And that's why I found this short video so interesting. It's a lady that a lot of Nigerians may not be aware of. She sings in a little corner of Abia State or Imo State, I don't know where. But when you listen to her music, the message she brings is so serious, so much food for thought in her messages. I want you to listen to this. If you're not Igbo, find an Igbo friend to translate what she's saying to you. But more or less, as you see in the graphics, she's asking all the Igbo heavyweights, the thieves among them, the righteous among them, the religious among them. He's asking them, as you celebrate, are you thinking about your brother, Nnamdi Kanu? Just listen.
Cubana Lodge one day, Nnamdi. Onunube Nwanna Gbalaọsọ. Ụmụ Igbo ole Nnamdi. Skibo komedi ọnụ na-ekwuru ọra ole Nnamdi. Ndị azọpụtara n'ala Igbo ole Nnamdi. Ebuka Obi ole Nnamdi. Mbaka Okule ole Nnamdi Kalụ. Ọtụtụ ndị ozi enwe n'ala Igbo ole Nnamdi. Reverend Omopayi nna m ukwu ole Nnamdi Kalụ. Ndị azọpụtara ndị ezi omume ole Nnamdi. Ọnụnụbe Nwanna Gbalaọsọ. Ọnụnụbe Nwanna Gbalaọsọ. Ọnụnụbe Biafra Gbalaọsọ. Ọnụnụbe Nwanna Gbalaọsọ. Ọjị ụzọ Kalụ. Osisi ka osisi be ya. Eji m aha Jizọs Kraịst of Nazareth na-ajụ gị ajụjụ. Ajụ m ole Nnamdi nwanne gị. Ọnụnụbe Nwanna Gbalaọsọ. Agbara ibe ị na-ekwuchitere ogbe ya ọnụ. Mmụọ na mmadụ na Chukwu kere ụwa ha niile bụ onye Igbo. Agbara ibe ole nwanne gị. Ole nwanne gị. Ọ bụ ụzọ dị mma. Ama m n'iwe okenyele. Okenye so na-achị Igbole. Amakwa m nwere obiọma. Mana ị ga-anọ n'ụlọ lee. Ole Nnamdi. Ọnụnụbe Nwanna Gbalaọsọ. Ọnụnụbe Nwanna Gbalaọsọ. Ọnụnụbe Biafra Gbalaọsọ. Ọnụnụbe Nwanna Gbalaọsọ.
So, folks, that's why I say that New Year's 2025 is a good time to celebrate, but we must not stop we must not stop thinking about who killed Funshaw Williams. It was in 2002, and up till today, there is no conclusive evidence about who killed Funshaw Williams. What about in the last election in Enugu State? Are we just going to pretend it didn't happen? Are people just going to continue to die in Nigeria and there is no investigation? Where is our conscience when these people die and the next day we embrace the suspects in the crime? What happened to Barrister Oyibochukwu? What happened to my cousin, Victor Wankwo, in Enugu? We need to go back to all those questions. Who killed Dele Nigerians? We've had all kinds of rumors. Is there any conclusive evidence on who killed Dele Why do these famous good Nigerians die? And the suspects continue to walk around as some of the most significant power brokers in our country. When are we going to start making scapegoats of these billionaires around Nigerians? I'm not saying any names. The black eye on Lagos State, Yoruba Ronu. If we are going to get along, if we are going to forgive and forget, has any compensation, significant compensation, been paid to this lady and her family? Or are the thugs in Lagos State, led by Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Sanwo-Olu, going to win and just continue to terrorize citizens of Lagos State because they say Igbo must go? Back to Dele Farotimi. Yes, we made all the noise. Yes, he has come out and thanked us. Yes, we're happy he's out of lockup, but he's still not a free man. These thugs that we call our leaders still roam freely to pick up whoever they want. As we celebrate New Year, let's think about how to fight this monstrosity called the cabal in Nigeria. Chief Bola Ige, the attorney Attorney General of a federation in 2001, thugs walked into his bedroom and killed him. Until today, Nigeria cannot find and prosecute the people responsible for the killing of the Attorney General of the nation, and we call ourselves a country. What about the activists that continue to talk? How long are they gonna be free? When are they gonna be gagged like Dele Farotimi is gagged? Aisha Yesufu continues to speak for us. What are we doing to make sure that she's not gonna be the next person picked up like Ojo Zokalo and Dele Farotimi? David Hundenyi, who is the reason we found out as much as we could about the impersonator that sits in Aso Rock. Can he come to Nigeria? Can you guys, do you know how much he hurts that he cannot come to the country he loves? Mayegun in UK, he speaks and speaks and speaks the truth. We all applaud him. Do you know how much he hurts that he grew up in Ijebu, not in Lagos? When people grew up in Nigerian villages, there's an affinity for that country. Are you guys doing what it takes to bring him home? How about yours truly? Do you know how much it hurts to sit and know that people like us may not be able to go home? It's only a tree that you tell that they are coming after him, and he sits and doesn't run. I can't go home because I'm not stupid. I may go there and be free, but I don't want to find out what else could happen. The Yemi Ademolekuns, the Rufai Osenis, and the many of them in Nigeria, what protection do they have? It is a new year. We celebrate the new year. But as we celebrate the new year, let's think about the danger and the threat to our democracy. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is Fred Wanko coming to you from our studios in Chicago with another edition of Bold Talk on Island TV. And until next time, good night and God bless.
Tonight I think of my home, the home where I was born. I think of my family and the poor farmhouse we had. There in my home, we had no sophistication. We had no timepiece, the cockcrow and the sun, all we had. Rise early at sunup, we go to the farms, drive the monkeys away from the maize farms, and the birds away from the rice farms. Come back home at sundown, sometimes a little later. Women get busy on pounded yam, and we all eat together.